The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
It's Friday, the 26th day of April, 2024. Welcome to Bermuda's Daily Talk Show. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical Arts Lindos, and People's Pharmacy. I'm Jamal Hartman, and Maya Palacio is going to be with us in a bit to bring you the latest in the news break brought to you by People's Pharmacy. Folks, it's Friday. You know what? We've made it to the end of the traditional work week. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? We made it to Friday. That job that you maybe don't like, you made it. Maybe having some health challenges, you made it. Got some personal things going on in your life, you made it. Friday seen as a symbol of, celebration, excitement, relaxation. Be proud, you made it. So happy Friday to every last one of you. And Tanya Cheeseman says, happy Friday, Jamal and Maya, and a happy Friday to you as well, Tanya. Happy Friday to everyone out there. And we're going to have some fun today because it is Friday. So greetings, everyone, and thanks for making us part of your daily routine. A good one today as we, it's Friday Fun Day, and we're going to discuss, this is real fun to me. What's the best thing about the parish you live in? So what is the best of each parish, right? I'm from Pembroke, so I think we're the best parish in Bermuda, obviously the most populated, right? But this is going to be fun because there's so many different things to this conversation. So we're going to have fun discussing what is the best of each parish in Bermuda. And let me be clear with you. I read the Royal Gazette the other day. As of today, the 26th of April, 2024, St. David's is still not a parish. You are a part of St. George, okay? So when we say the best of each parish, please understand, St. David's people, with love, all love, you are St. George's for this conversation. Actually, we should have a vote. That seems mean. Should St. David's be considered their own for this show for these purposes, folks? Let us know. Don't forget, we've got a big giveaway today for the USA Track and Field event happening this Sunday, courtesy of our friends at the Bermuda Tourism Authority. Congratulations to Manuela John. She was the first winner yesterday. So basically, all you have to do to win is the QR code that's up on the screen. That QR code, yesterday, what you do is you scan that QR code, you went in, you dropped us a line, and you just put your information, and the name was Dage Minus. Today, what you're going to do is the same thing, but the name is going to be Janai Parent Chief, as it's written on the screen right there, right? So you want to scan that. It's very easy to do, folks. Scan the QR code. All right. Scan the QR code. If you have any trouble scanning the QR code, try going on a desktop and using your phone to scan. But scan the QR code, and then you want to go in and drop us a line, right? Drop us a line. Once you drop us a line, you want to put, while you're dropping us a line, you want to put Janai Parent Chief in there. So Janai Parent Chief's the name today for your chance to win. And again, congratulations to Manuela John, who is set to retrieve her 2 tickets to attend this weekend's USA track and field event at the Flora Duffy Sports Center or National Stadium. What do they call it these days? I can't remember. Well, let's get into well, I haven't even finished. Don't forget to subscribe on our website, thedailyhour.com. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. All right, folks, let's get into it. Let's see. Maya's going to join me for this, right? So let's bring Maya in, and we're going to have some fun with it, all right? We're going to have some fun with it. And the question of the morning is going to be, what's the best thing about your parish and why? What's the best thing about your parish and why? I was, and let me tell you where this came from. So I was talking to a friend just this week, and she's flown to vacation to Nicaragua, and we're talking about Bermuda, and she said, well, what is there to do in Bermuda? Because you don't make it seem exciting. That actually hurt me that I don't make Bermuda seem exciting, because for me, it's home. You know, I come to see family and friends and come for work. So I was thinking, like, you know, if I had to break down Bermuda in parts, like, let's just think a bigger country or a bigger state in the US. Let's use the US. Let's use a state like Florida. Florida has so many different areas. Mainly, most people would know about Miami or Orlando or maybe Jacksonville and Tampa, right? But then when I have friends and family come visit me, I usually take them to towns that they're like, what's this area? Because it's so crowded and the beaches are full. And, you know, there's places that Bermudians they're not on the map for Bermudians. They wouldn't think of, right? And so I started thinking, okay, what areas would we consider busy and popping in Bermuda if we broke it down like things to do? So think about that as we discuss what's the best thing about your parish and why. What's the best thing about your parish in Bermuda and why? But before we even get to that, before we get into that, let's do a roll call. What parish are you from? What parish are you from in Bermuda? What parish are you from in Bermuda? And let's bring Maya in to the conversation. And I think she's from East, somewhere down East. Let's bring her in. Morning, MP.
Good morning. Good morning.
What parish are you from?
I feel like this is a hard one because, like, from birth to about 12, Smith's Parish, and then after that, I moved to Hamilton Parish. But I still feel that's very hard. I feel connection to both, but I'm gonna probably go to Smith's.
Okay. All right. So I think from birth to about 9, I lived in Pembroke and Devonshire from 9 to 16. But Pembroke is my home. So
right.
I'm from Pembroke, folks. I'm from Pembroke. Let's go. What parish are you from, audience? Janan Richardson says Warwick. Sheikah Reyna, we missed you yesterday. The daily play was all for you. We asked Rajay and the audience, we asked what state's residents are known as Tar Heels. And Rajay didn't get it right, but it was North Carolina. That was in honor of you, Sheikah Reyna. But Sheikah Reyna says Southampton. That's where she's from. Tanya Cheeseman says St. George's. NTS says Smith's. Pamela Wade says Pembroke. Stacey Ann Brown says Smith's. Ray Kai says Warwick, cherries, beaches, and PhD zebras are the best thing about his parish. All right. We've got Renee Simmons says Pembroke. Sherilyn Johnson says Sands. Is it Sands or Sandy's? Maya?
I say Sands.
Sands? Okay. I don't know. That's a debate I've had in my head for many years. And
I don't think I've heard anyone say Sandy's, at least not in a long time.
Sands, right? I said it right. Okay. All right. Manuela John says Warwick. Suzanne Ingham says, I'm from G. Cat Smith's, now Devonshire. Huh? What's G. Cats? Help me out.
G. Cat. A misspell, or I don't know what that is.
Well, yeah, let us know what G-Cat says. Hadley and Swan, she says, Bruce Swan said, the best thing about Devonshire is the environment, for example, the marsh and the bay. Yeah, what's the best thing about your Maya? So let's claim 2 for you. Smith. Let's do Smith and Hamilton Parish. What's the best thing about Smith and Hamilton Parish to you?
You got me on my thinking cap right now. Okay, the best thing about Smith's Parish to me, I think, has to be Spittle Pond and Johnson's Bay. Mainly because I grew up with those, so like they're deep and near to my heart. But I love Spittle Pond because it's such a good trail, even though it's kind of short. But there's so many different like ventures that you go off to, and then you could go to the rock and see that, and you can see the waves crashing on the side and get really, really close. It's like it's really awesome, an amazing view. I still go there a lot whenever I like want to like be alone. It feels like no one else in the world is there because not a lot of people know about it. So it's very empty and very like quiet in that way, and all you are is just around nature. And I love Spittle Pond for that reason. And then obviously when you get out to the end, like the chickens at the end, I don't know, some people seen chickens after you finish, just like it just feels right for medium, but also like look at them good, look at them good. You see all the new chicks, so I do love that. And then Johnson's Bay because like it's such a good beach, like it's such a family beach. People are having birthday parties all the time at the top or barbecues or whatever. And now they got even I think it's one of the I can't remember the grill's name, but they got the grill there now too. You can get food, so they've elevated over the years too, and it's a really nice beach. Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
This is gonna be fun, folks, because she just sold Smith's Parish as a tourist destination, just not like peaceful and until you reach the chickens. That is. Let us know, audience, what's the best thing about your parish and why? What are you thinking? I like that though, Maya, because for me, we didn't have much like in terms of that piece. Like the Arboretum was the closest thing you could go to and just go for a walk and quietly. Some people may say, well, you got town like Victoria Park. It's never quiet in those parks in the city like that. So didn't really have that. And some people, well, you could have just went, no, we're talking walking distance, someplace you walk. Tanya Cheeseman says, easy access to multiple beaches, the community, multiple pathways, trails to walk for nature walks, exercise, and to explore more. That's what makes St. George's the best, she says. What are your thoughts, audience? Let us know. What's the best thing about your parish and why? Suzanne Ingham said, born in Flats. Now she's in Devonshire, so Flats she meant.
I thought, see, I knew it was, I'm pretty sure she meant to press FL or because she pushed GK, and I was like, yeah, that was a misspell.
I'm sorry for not figuring that out, Suzanne. Mark Arthur C. Phillips, he says St. David's 297 all day. Well, Mark, we're going to let you St. David's have it. I did say, please, St. David's folks, you are in St. George, but I'm going to give it to you. Who am I to tell you you're not a parish? Who am I? Fight the good fight. Get your parish. Charles H. Jefferson II, he says, I'm from Pembroke, Pawn Dog. The best thing is being close to town and not too far from the ends of the island. I loved growing up in town. So one of the best things for me was Bermuda Day parade. All I had to do is walk off the hill and I was there. I could see a lot of things from the house. So I loved that as a child. Like I was like, people have to come all the way from Somerset to do, enjoy this. But that was one of the best things. And Maya, I don't know if you've ever done this, but I used to do it.
What?
I don't know, just to be disappointed. But I used to go on like the real estate websites and look at homes in Bermuda. And I would always notice how they would say only 5 minutes from Hamilton or like everything was based on the city, right? I mean, I say I was disappointed because the prices and stuff was just insane, like 1,000 for a 2-bedroom and stuff. But yeah, that I enjoyed that. I mean, growing up in town, I would echo what Charles just said.
All right.
Let's go back. Let's see. Shikarena says Southampton Gibbs Hill Lighthouse area view of everything, even without taking the stairs. Well, you know what? So basically, you all in Southampton are what the FDM was talking about today in that press release they released. You all spied on the rest of the island. They didn't even need CCTV up there because you were up top looking down at everybody and just looking in their yachts, huh? I get you. Southampton are known as the spies. Yeah. You saw that, right?
Don't quote him on that. Don't quote him on that, people.
Yeah, don't take me too seriously. Seriously. I don't need anybody saying, well, Jamal Hartman said that Southampton people, and then I'm rolling in Heron Bay Marketplace and you all's like, what'd you say about us? It would happen. Misha Fabler says, Warwick, proximity to town, playground, less commercial beach, railway trail, farmers market. When you say less commercial beach, you mean like Warwick Long Bay where there's not like, what's that thing at Horseshoe Bay called? Like a concession?
I suppose, yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
But
but
they have a lot. Like one thing about that Long Beach is that you know it's connected to so many, so there's so many options. You don't have to go to that, you know, the one at the very end where obviously most tourists will like visit frequently.
Mhm.
So many options.
I like those because isn't like what's it called, Chaplin Bay and
Mhm.
Stonehill? Those are in Warwick as well, right?
Yep.
I would actually agree with you. Warwick probably has the best beaches when you think about it. Yeah.
Oh, that's a difficult one. The best beach? That's a different
No,
question.
beaches. Like, I mean, because they have multiple. Like, I would just say multiple because they have multiple.
They're the longest beach, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Warwick Long Bay is the longest.
It all
I like
connects.
those little curves they have, and the trails. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. That's a selling point because my dad and I we were talking the other day about like airport, how Bermuda, when you're traveling to Bermuda it says Hamilton Bermuda, like as the airport's in Hamilton, not St. George sometimes. And I was just like, again, thinking about this, when people come to visit me, I take them to, they think the big cities here, and I'm like, let's go to this town, Hillsborough or Deerfield Beach, something you probably have never heard of, but you go to these areas and they're more busy than our city, right? On a Monday. And it's just like, wow, what do we have to show? And I'm going to use Warwick as an example because you can literally enjoy at least 3 days of activities at different beaches in Warwick, walking the trails in Warwick.
Mhm.
I don't know if they still do the horse things through there. Do
It's
they?
during a season, I believe. It's not all year round. It's during a specific season.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, Maya. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna give it to Warwick. Stacey Ann Brown says Smiths. Yes, what Maya said. Plus, Watch Hill. Love going over there just to look out at the ocean and to read. That looks like a peaceful place. That Watch Hill place. I actually had a meeting at the Lauren recently with one of our sponsors, and when I went by Watch Hill, I was just like, "Yo, this just seems like a place to come chill, relax, and get away from everything." You like ever been down there to read your book, Maya?
No, I go to Spittle Pond actually to read my book. Seriously, I mean, I like a lot of loud
Yeah.
waves crashing. So yeah, I go there.
And for those who may not know where Watch Hill is, it's between Spittle Pond and John Smith's Bay. So just to give context, I know some of you all from town might not, yeah, we don't get out much sometimes. Ray Kai says the walk in Warwick is the best. Where is that? By Linda?
The walk is right across from the church. Oh man, what's the church name? Why can't I recall it? But it's right after one of the primary schools.
I don't know.
Right before Southampton Princess at the other side, on the other side.
Southampton.
Yeah, but it's like right, it's like the right end off of Warwick to Southampton. It's kind of like right there.
Yeah, he said no, that's Southampton. The Warwick one. I think the Warwick one's by
wait.
I think that's by Linda. I'm not too sure. I think.
Okay, now you got me. I don't know where the Warwick one is.
Okay, yes, yeah, by Linda. And I only realized that because I had a meeting at Linda, and I was like, huh, is this the same one that they have in Southampton? Folks, forgive me. I don't get out much. I don't get out much. Charles H. Jeffs II, he says, the best thing about the parish I currently live in is the big pink hotel on the hill with several great restaurants, a beach, tennis, golf, and hundreds of visitors bustling around. The good old days. Something tells me that's sarcastic, Maya.
I feel like it is sarcasm, but I'm just like, Charles, what?
Audience, we're going to guess he lives in Southampton right now, and he's talking about
It's empty.
Well, let us know, audience. What's the best thing about your parish, the parish you live in or you're from, and why? What's the best thing about your parish and why? Give it to us. Like, let us know what's the biggest selling point. Why should people come? Where's my Pembroke people at?
I was wondering, have you heard from a parish I haven't heard from yet? I haven't heard
from anybody in Sands telling us why the parish is the best. You all don't. I know. I mean, you people act like you like Sands because it's 2 days of the year. You don't really like Sands. Right? You don't like the traffic going into town. I see you complaining on social media. Yeah, so tell us something to love about it. I know you don't love it. I know. It's okay. Yeah, that was harsh. Pembroke, you all better stand up and represent from Pembroke. Let them know why our parish is the best.
I got a good
Hampton up in here. We've got Smiths. We've got Devonshire. We've got St. George's. We've even got
Hamilton. I don't think I've heard Hamilton. Hamilton parish.
Either. Yeah. No, we don't even have any Paget yet.
That's what, yeah, it's a Paget. Hamilton ain't heard it.
No,
real quiet.
Oh, You have a Pembroke. Renee Simmons says Pembroke is the heartbeat of the island. Somerset, St. George's, and all other parishes could never thrive without Pembroke, as it's where they make their living. Wow, Pembroke showed up to the conversation, folks. Pembroke
Wow.
shown up to the conversation.
That
Come
didn't
on.
make me want to go there, though, if I'm being honest with you.
What's that?
It didn't make me want to go there, though.
Well, I mean, you didn't make you want to go, but eventually you had to, right? You had to. Misha Fabla says, yes, Warwick Long Bay, there's a vendor there now, but no long lines of tourists. Let's keep it that way. You don't need to over what those people in Hawaii are dealing with right now, over tourism.
Over tourism are probably taken away from the vegetation of the natural island and people.
Yeah. We don't want those problems, trust me. So Suzanne Ingham says, Southampton spies, no CCTV required. Yeah, no CCTV. Yeah, she's talking about the Southampton folks going up on the Gibbs Hill Lighthouse. Ray Kai says, yeah, Warwick has the beaches and the harbor. Yeah, because they have Harbor Road, right? And they have the other side. So, yeah, I mean, we don't really have any beaches in Pembroke. We have Admiralty House and, pontoons, and then outside of that, you just go off the rocks, like on North Shore and Duckenstool and stuff. So we had to travel to go to beaches like Shelley Bay if we wanted to. And Shelley Bay is considered a beach, right?
Yeah, Shelley Bay Beach.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No, some people might be like, oh, that's not a real beach. Because you know how those Warwick and Southampton people are.
It's one of the best beaches to go for family, because it's so shallow.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I agree.
And then when you pick up the sand, it's actually little shells. I mean, that's why it's called a shallow.
And the water's calm, the water's calm. It's, but again, there's Warwick and Southampton folks. They play a hate on Shelley Bay. Charles H. Duffs II says, I think Cooper's Island is one of the most beautiful areas. And
oh, yeah.
So this is about what's the best thing about your parish. Leave that to St. George and St. David's people. We ain't here to fight for other people, Charles.
Well, since I'm in St. David's, because my mom's right now, Clearwater, I was like, Cooper's Island, it is so pretty. I was like, the water is so clear, and I love going to the I don't want to call it a lighthouse at the end, because I don't think it is, but whatever it is, I love going there to just climb up, and like you can see the entire island. Like you do one little 360 and you can see the entire island. It's beautiful. The sunsets there, beautiful. Like I'm sorry, unmatched.
Can I have a confession moment?
Yeah.
I've never been to Cooper's Island.
How old are you? At your big age, Jamal?
Well, firstly, Miss 1997 or 8 or 9. When I was a child, we couldn't even go down that side.
Oh, man.
That's in my defense. You and your sisters could because you were Americans. Yeah. But no, I've had enough time, and I worked in tourism. There's no reason I shouldn't have been to Cooper's Island. So, oh, come on, Sheikah, ease me up.
You gotta go.
I'm going. We'll even take some footage of me down there. All right, let's get back to the audience real fast. Then we'll do a news break. Teo's produced this morning. So what's the best thing about your parish? And share this conversation with your friends, your family, your colleagues, folks. Don't forget, this is brought to you by our friends at Mailboxes. And if you haven't already, we'll share it in the link. If you haven't already signed up, you can sign up for 2 years of free membership. If you ship things into Bermuda, honestly, it's the way to go. Very easy. Use Mailboxes. That's our partner. So thanks again to Mailboxes for ensuring that we can have a fun, relaxing show every Friday to take us into the weekend. But what's the best thing about your parish and why? We'll go through these few comments, and then we'll get to the news break. Then we'll come back and we'll continue the conversation. So Charmaine Richardson says, Somerset and Hamilton Parish, the railway trails.
Yeah. Hamilton Parish. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I haven't been on the railway trails in Somerset, though. I'd like to explore this. Maybe we'll do that one day. Charles H. Duffs II says, true story. I didn't even know the railway trails existed growing up in Pembroke. Yeah. We called ours tribe roads and stuff, right? In town. Karen Simmons says, Hamilton Parish. We've got Hamilton Parish finally showing up. Says Walsingham Park, Blue Hull, Railway Trail, Coney Island, Auto Bay, Switzerland, Shelley Bay Beach, Bailey's Ice Cream. I mean, my word, she went in.
Bailey's Bay ice cream, yeah. That's a whole day right there. Everything she just said is a whole beautiful day. At the end, you're gonna be tired, but you're gonna feel good.
You see what Maya just did, folks? Maya just put an itinerary together for you. Got some people coming down. You could spend a day. Well, I'm not going to say Sands because ain't no one in Sands represented. You could spend a day in Warwick. You can spend 4 days in Pembroke. Then you can spend a day in Hamilton Parish. But that's the point. Like, that's what we're trying to do today through this conversation. Build an itinerary, not just for visitors, but for Bermudians. Why? Because when I was asked that question, again, a friend of mine went to Nicaragua yesterday for vacation. And she said to me, you make Bermuda not seem fun. Like, what's there to do? And I just looked at it like, again, trying to break down in like parishes and different. What would I be able to sell from each parish, right? And I appreciate what's being shared this morning because, as Maya just said, you can do a full. I think that's a couple days, Maya, in Hamilton Parish, because walking the railway trails could take you just a half a day, right?
I mean, sure, if you want to go that long.
Yeah, I mean,
But
from Shelley Bay through to like Coney Island, that could take you. No, really.
Half of it. No.
People are going to be stopping and taking pictures, Maya, like not walking like end to end, but you don't think they're going to stop and enjoy the beauty, no?
All right, fair, but not still have to. Nah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a midday walker. Like, you'd have to get me out there at like 7 a.m. or something like that.
Like, it'd have to be way before the sun comes
Let it
up.
be early. You want to like see somebody sunrise. You want to see, the environment change. All that there. Yeah.
Yeah. No. You know what? Let's do the news break because we got a lot more. We're going to pick this conversation up. Don't go anywhere. Who said Somerset? Someone said Somerset. Hadleen, someone says FY Somerset's not a parish. Did we miss someone saying Somerset?
Someone may have said it in rotation, but
yeah, we were arguing if it's Sands or Sandy's, but we know those red and blue people are not a parish. We know that, Hadleen. Yeah, but we're not going to talk about them because I made a New Year's resolution that I'm not going to talk trash about the red and blue people this year.
You said it twice already on this show.
Have I?
Yes.
Short memory. All right, let's go to the news break before I end up slipping up again, and then we'll come back. We'll continue the conversation, so don't go anywhere. Thanks to Teo for ensuring. And in the meantime, before we go to the news, here is today's QR code. Again, drop us a line. The name that you want to share today is Janai Parent Chief in the title. So congratulations to Manuela John. She's all winner for yesterday. You will receive 2 tickets from the Bermuda Tourism Authority, courtesy of the BTA, for this weekend's event. On Sunday, you may get to see Maya and myself. I pulled a hamstring, so I'm not going to be participating in the racing. Why are you laughing at me? I pulled a hammy. I haven't run my 2 miles the last 2 mornings, so I'm not a hammy in injury, folks. Janai Parent Chief, that's how you spell it, folks. All right, so enter for your chance to win these 2 tickets. Someone will get lucky, and we're going to turn it over to Maya for the news break so she can stop laughing at me.
Good morning, everyone. This is your Daily Hour News Break brought to you by the great people at People's Pharmacy. Thank you to Teo for facilitating this news break. Tragedy strikes, a lot of tragedy strikes as our roads and the hearts of families, I'm sure, and a lot of friends, as a 23-year-old man dies on our roads yesterday. So moreover on this, police have confirmed that this is the 2nd road fatality of the year. The tragic incident took place in Warwick at the junction of Khyber Pass and Smiths Avenue. Reportedly, it involved a truck being driven down Khyber Pass, followed by a motorcycle. As the truck turned into Smiths Avenue, the bike rider hit the truck, then a wall. This ended with the Pembroke resident being rushed to hospital, where he sadly succumbed to his injuries. Any witnesses are urged to call the road policing unit on 247-1788.
23, so young. So young. Just sending love to the family and friends of the victim.
Indeed. In other news, Sir John Swan, as you may recall, shook things up a couple of weeks ago by announcing he was exploring his own independent candidacy for the upcoming Smiths North by-election in C10. While in a recent statement Sir John Swan shared, he received a bunch of support over the concept of independent MPs, and that represents, quote, the evolution in the historical political landscape of Bermuda. Now, this matters since, according to Sir John, party loyalty has sadly become more important than specific policy priorities for too many voters.
I'm interested. When is nomination day? Is it in May sometime?
I don't think they put nomination. They told us when the registry is ending. They told us the day that it was happening. May 22nd is the day that the by-election will happen. So I haven't heard about nomination day yet. Normally it's close. So I guess we'll learn about that as time goes in.
Okay. I'm interested to see whether or not he's going to stick to it. So eyes closely on that.
Yeah, indeed. I'm very interested. I actually was asking my grandma the other day too how she felt about it, because I'm curious how the order lot in Bermuda feel about another order person like going in on this. Like, how does that feel for you guys? Like knowing that at their age, older than you sometimes, and yeah, it's interesting for sure. Well, meanwhile, Butterfield Bank facilitated the donation of 200 HVAC controllers and thermostats in Bermuda College to assist with BC's infrastructural upkeep. So the controllers pictured here are worth around 20 grand and should extend the lifespan of the college HVAC hardware by several years. This is since the existing order equipment at the college was similar enough to the material that Butterfield replaced during a recent renovation, which gave BC a helpful time cushion to plan for the replacement of the hardware. BC Facilities and Security Manager Cleon Gatton thanked Butterfield for the help, saying, quote, this gesture epitomizes the value of corporate goodwill.
Interesting. No comment.
Okay. Furthermore, Bermuda's premier marine-based youth charity is in financial difficulty. Sad news to hear, and needs a genuine public-private partnership to survive beyond the summer. The Bermuda Sloop Foundation released a statement saying that after nearly 2 decades of providing successful programs for Bermuda's youth, the BSF won't be able to operate as per normal as of July the 1st due to financial constraints. This follows on from a 7-month-long viability assessment, which led the BSF to the conclusion that an authentic public-private partnership is the best way forward to save the spirit of Bermuda, and that their major customers need to remain the local community as served by education, workforce development, youth development, marine and ports, culture, tourism, and the business community.
It's been said on this show that there's so much money in Bermuda. I'm not an ocean person. It takes a lot to get me on a boat, but I understand the importance and the impact that the Bermuda Sloop Foundation has had in our community, for our community. I just find it interesting that any organization like that would be in trouble financially when we have so many companies and IB companies, local companies that could contribute. I just want to understand it more. I think Teo said on this show before, like it's always interesting when people have so much money that they'll never ever spend, right? Something to that effect. And there are people and things that can make our community better, and we just don't put the money or the backing into them. Like, I don't know. This is interesting to watch. I would tell people watch closely to see how this turns out.
Yeah, I really hope that the Sloop stays around, that they get what they need to continue. I've heard so many good stories from even like my own family members who's been a part of it, or just their friends who talked about it in schools that like rave about the opportunity to go. So hopefully they get what they need.
Yeah.
Well, in true Teo fashion, in the final news break, what he says is, this isn't really news exactly, but a decent explanation as to why so many people around the world have such weird ideas about the Bermuda Triangle. You ever heard of the 1978 movie, The Bermuda Triangle? Well, me neither. It's a Mexican-Italian science fiction horror film about the Marvin family who looks for the lost city of Atlantis. They found a doll on the water, which led to all the kids of all kinds of shenanigans. All right, here's a clip that you see right there of the trailer, and he also says we didn't edit this. So yeah, he says, closing out, I don't blame Americans as much for their weird Bermuda takes anymore. You can find the whole movie on YouTube, but he says I can't really recommend watching it though.
Where does he find this stuff? My goodness. That's a special brother. He is.
Before I close out So before I close up to the weather for the news break, I do want to add in as well just some news that did come from the BPS about how early in the hours of Monday, April 22nd, the Bermuda Police Service began a targeted operation which resulted in the arrest of a police sergeant, several associates, the recovery of a firearm with ammunition, and a very significant quantity of drugs. The arrests were made in connection with an ongoing investigation that includes corruption. So the officer has been charged with conspiracy to import and supply controlled drugs, conspiracy to import and supply firearm and ammunition, a computer misuse offense, and attempting to pervert the course of justice. Now, the public can be confident, says the commissioner, that they are committed to transparency and accountability at all levels, and they are taking proactive steps to prevent similar incidents in the future. And the arrested officer has been suspended with pay as well in accordance with the legislation. So definitely more on that as the story continues to grow.
That's an explosive story. It's a crazy story. And I just say, wow. Wow.
Indeed. Now, closing out with the weather. Weather-wise, it says that this weekend should be a bit of a mixed bag since the dominant chunk of high pressures that kept the skies clear and bright will relax a bit to let in a weak, cold front. Don't like hearing that news there. This means we'll get sporadic rains throughout the first half of the weekend, starting tomorrow morning. And the westerly high pressure squeezing against easterly low pressure will keep the northern winds cool and strong through Sunday. So, yeah, that's what we got going on.
All right. Thank you so much for that news break, Maya. Well, today, please don't put this on me, folks. I just found the days of the year. I didn't look for the days of the year. All right. It found me. All right. So today's day of the year is, you ready, audience? Your first kiss day. Why are you growling at me?
I just wasn't expecting that.
It's your first kiss day, folks. Do you remember your first kiss? I honestly don't. That moment when anticipation turned into reality, often a mix of nerves and excitement, a pivotal point where feelings and emotions collide. Your first kiss day, actually, the origins of the day, including who first thought of it, and when exactly it began, remain unknown. So how to celebrate your first kiss day? Again, I'm not recommending any of this. I'm just reading. All right. So
this is the only day today, but go on.
I didn't say the only one, but for talk show purposes, I'm
Tell us how to celebrate it, Jamal.
Let me be Don King for a day, Maya. Let me be a instigator. All right. So how to celebrate Remember Your Kiss Day? Let me be clear. I'm not saying do this. Well, craft a love letter to yesterday. If you're married or in a faithful relationship, I don't recommend that. Embark on a treasure hunt. Hide little notes or mementos that remind you of that first kiss around your place. Again, if you are married or in a faithful relationship, I don't recommend that.
I mean, it could be your first kiss together as well in that relationship. It doesn't have to be your very first one.
I like the way Maya thinks.
Yeah.
Let's change it. Your first kiss with that special person you're with.
There you go.
And if you're not with anybody and your first kiss person is with somebody else, don't contact them. Let's be respectful in this. Let's be respectful. How's that? That? She said, try again. They're not feeling this first kiss one. Says, seriously, Jamal, I'm sure there's other things for today. Heavenly someone says, Jay, just release something. Well, you know what? You all are not impressed with my pick. So one day, it's pretzel day. Pretzel day.
Okay.
That's not as fun. Let's take a quick break. We're going to come back, continue the conversation. We've got a lot more responses to get through, folks. Keep them coming. What is the best thing about your parish? And why should Maya and I visit your parish? We're visiting a very special parish tomorrow to do some very cool things. We might tell you about it. No, we'll tell you about after the fact. We don't need any of you showing up and scaring Maya in person, all right? Stick with us. We'll be right back. 2 minutes, 24 seconds.
Let's face it, life can be a little wild, but shopping doesn't have to be. I choose People's, so that whether it's a prescription that needs to be filled, a toy for my little terror, or a gift for a new addition to the family, We'll see about that. Everything's available in one convenient location. Some call it People's. I call it my one-stop shop in the city. People's, we're here for you.
Welcome to the new bulk store, Lindo's Next Level. Wake up in the morning with enough coffee to keep you running throughout the entire day. Your pet at home deserves the best. Stock up on dog food to keep your puppy happy. Need a quick, tasty lunch at home? Your chicken nuggets will be jumping right out of the freezer. What's a movie night without popcorn? You can never have too much. Lindo's Next Level. Why go anyplace else?
It took 14 days to build your business plan. 6 months to build the courage to leave your day job. 3 weeks to find the perfect location. It took 10 days to outfit your space just right. And 1 day before your first client walked in the door. All totaled, it took you a full year to get your business operational. And this is just the beginning. To the entrepreneurs, the risk takers, the people that shape our economic community, we salute you and are here for you every step of the way. BEDC, providing knowledgeable, progressive, professional, and innovative support to Bermuda businesses.
Noah's Ark, the largest and most trusted pet supply store for almost 30 years. Not only have you watched us grow, but we've grown together, keeping the needs of your pets first, offering advice and giving back to the community. Shop online, choose delivery, or visit us in Devonshire. And with the Egg Show in view, we will continue our yearly support and help you find everything you need for one of Bermuda's most favorite community events. See you soon.
Alrighty, welcome back to the big show. She's my Palacio. I'm Jamal Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medicals, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy. Please do not forget to subscribe on our website, thedailyhour.com. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. All right, real quickly, if you haven't already, this is going to be one of your final chances. I'm not going to say your final chance, but if you'd like to enter to win 2 tickets to the USATF this weekend, courtesy of the Bermuda Tourism Authority, please just scan that. What you want to do once you scan that, you want to drop us a line. And when you drop us a line, the name today is Janai Parent Chief. If you don't know how to spell that, it is up on the screen now. Ja-NHAI and Parent Chief. All right. Yeah, I'm not spelling that. But you get the point. Not exact, close enough, but that's the QR code. It'll lead you to the site. Just drop us a line, drop us a line, and then you'll put your information in and type Janai Parent Chief. We'll announce the winner at the end of this show. Cool. All right, let's get back to today's conversation. Brought to you by our friends at Mailboxes. It is Friday Fun Day, and the question of the morning we're asking, what's the best thing about your parish and why? And we've got some pretty cool answers already today, but let's go back, Maya, because we had, wow, there's a lot. We had Manuela John says she was brought up in Pembroke. What's wrong with the rocks? Don't have to take the sand home from the beach. Oh, I loved it. That's why I don't like beach. Like my pops and I, we were driving the other day somewhere here in Florida, and he's like, I don't get the people in their thing with beaches. And I said, me neither. Like I'm just not a beach person. I don't get it. You don't understand what, Maya?
I mean, no, I said I don't like the sand.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't even know that. Like, I'm just like, if I never went to another beach, I'd be okay. Like, I don't get people who say, oh, I just want to go lay on the beach. I'm not saying anything's wrong with it, folks. Trust me. I just don't get it. Like me, it's not my thing, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, I would be upset to never see a beach again, though. I mean, I like the water, though. Like, I would love to sit, like, where's the place? Oh my day, I'm gonna mess up. It's in Warwick though, and it's recently where the police are still seeing if the money needs to be recovered because they found a big quantity of cash there, and no one has claimed this cash yet.
Not really. That's all.
No, it's a park. Anyway, well, out there, if you could sit up high, like get super high up and you're on the grass and you can look out on the water, and I love that. And I think that's why I like Spittle Pond too, because there's no sand, but you're like sitting on the grass high up. It feels like you're on a mountain and you're just looking out and looking down in all the water. So like I like that.
Okay.
Aspen Park, thank you. Aspen Park.
That's it. Aspen Park. Yeah. All right. Aspen Park's a beautiful place. That's actually one of the best places. Well, I don't recommend this either, but when a hurricane's coming, to watch the big waves and stuff, it's a beautiful place to watch that. There's heavy waves. So, all right, let's get back to it, folks. Let us know what's the best thing about your parish and why. What is the best thing about your parish and why? My, it's so many. If I miss any, bring them up. Renee Simmons says Pembroke has bars, Bay Park, Old Boys Point, Bernard Park, Victoria Park, Bermuda Day Parade. That's my number one. Christmas Parade, Boat Parade, City Lights, Carnival, Government House, City Hall, Cathedral, National Stadium. Didn't I tell you Pembroke is worth 4 days, my friends? We have it all. Yeah, baby. All right. I think Pembroke just showed. Renee Simmons, I said, well, still, we've got every parish represented so far except Sands. Ain't nobody in Sands told us.
Surprisingly, because I love a good Sands visit. Dockyard?
That's what Maya, you said it. I'm like, you all have got dockyard. Like,
you got the dolphins up there?
You got a lot to experience. You got they have Somerset Lawn Bay. You have the what's that area called? The Glass Beach area. Like, you have that Mangrove Bay area, which is one of the most beautiful spaces until people go there and ruin it. Cut match. But Sands, why am I representing you? I don't even like you guys 2 days of the year.
And they got the where you can make, they show you how like they make the glass work, the fire in the glass. Like it's so cool.
Yeah, like Sands, show up, represent yourself, like put your hood up.
Stand up, Sands.
Yeah. I mean, 2 days of the year, I can't shut you up. Today, you ain't got nothing to say. All right. Ebony Souza says, Pembroke, best food selections, event spaces, clubs, reefs, dock, fishing, and swimming. St. George's, history, forts, ferry reach, walking trails, Warwick, everything, all parishes that hold my heart. So she has a little, a bit of Warwick, Pembroke, and St. George's. Okay, we'll give it to you, Ebony. I appreciate you. What else we got, Maya? We've got
from Peter Smith. I see. He says, there's a rumor circulating that Paget is going to install non-resident tolls on Harbour Road, Middle Road, and South Road to raise funds to repair and repave the roads of the parish.
What's that got to do, if anything?
Well, it's kind of cool thinking that the residents there are going to like kind of help their own self and not wait for, I guess, government to repave their roads and do it themselves. Not really about like visiting it though, but that's kind of cool on that part. See if that actually happens.
Is going to install that, like the residents or the government?
Well, I think he said to install non-resident tolls on Harbour Road. Hang on. There's a rumor. Let me bring it back on the screen. There's a rumor circulating that Paget is going to install non-resident tolls on Harbour Road, Middle Road, and South Road to raise funds to repair and repave the roads of the parish. Now, hold up.
What's that?
That's got to be a joke. That's got to be a joke, right? You're trying to say they're trying to get people to pay to.
I think he was making reference to your news, like trying to get you to include in your news break. I don't think that has anything to do with the conversation today.
All right, we're gonna hide that one away.
Yeah, Peter, sorry, you can explain later, but you took us for a spin right there. Charles A. Chef second says, Renee Simmons, growing up, us porn dogs didn't really consider town as being Pembroke. That was town, a different world. Oh, we have a fight in the city. What's wrong with town people? What's wrong with us? Can't we just accept Hamilton as part of town? Or not? What else, audience? What else? What else? What do we have? What do we have? Amber.co.uk says dockyard is where things go to die. Wow. Sands, you want to stand up? You want to defend yourself? You want to represent?
Stand up, Sands. Please stand up. Fight back. Fight back.
I'm literally asking Sands. We've had someone at least say that's what parish did. When we did the roll call earlier, we asked, is there anyone from Sands? Sands folks, stand up, please. Do not save it all for comment. Represent yourself, please. Don't let Amber or anybody talk about you like this except for cut match. All right. Shika Rana says the view from Commissioner's House in Dockyard.
Here we go.
Commissioner's House is an awesome view. I absolutely love it. But I also love, because they call it the National Museum of Bermuda, like the information in there that you can learn.
Yeah.
Man, it's an awesome experience up there. I really appreciate going there. All right, what's the best thing about your parish and why? This is a good one. Smith's Parish has Vermont House history. Have you been to Vermont House, Mike?
I'm pretty sure my mom was probably taking me
Yeah.
years back.
We used to go as like for class like field trips. Yeah, field trips. We used to go then, and it was a lady named Ruth Thomas. I think Ruth Thomas was the lady who would give the tours. I could be wrong, but I think she did a lot of television stuff as well. Manuela John says, what else has Paget shown up for? Well, the hospital. They got the hospital. Now, I don't know if that's somewhere you want to visit while you're in Bermuda, or if you want to experience, but they do have the only, well, not only, but the major hospital, right? Yeah. You want to give them something? No?
I got Suzanne Ingram saying, I love St. George, just the little one-way roads aid the rich history.
Yeah, I think St. George's is one of my, I've said it on this show numerous times, it's one of my favorite parts of the island, really. I think it's sad to see that many in St. George's don't feel like the love that they should get, but I'm looking forward to enjoying St. George's every time I go back to Bermuda. Like it's something special about the old town. Yeah, she said, Suzanne Ingham says, yes, I think it was a Ruth Thomas. Karen Simmons says, Hamilton Parish, when I was growing up, also had glass blowing, perfume factory, dolphin show, Leamington Caves. Add this to everything else. I said, yeah.
Hamilton was doing big things. Still is, but yeah.
I think, because Glass Bowen Dockyard stole that from Hamilton Parish. Perfume Factory, St. George's stole that from Hamilton Parish. Dolphins, Dockyard stole that, and Leamington Caves no longer. So yeah, you all played a role in making Bermuda a special place. You really did, folks. Go ahead, Mike.
I'm just saying they were the first.
Yeah, you did it first. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. Make sure you share the conversation with your friends, your family, your colleagues, but whatever platform you're on, just make sure you give us a love, a like, and subscribe. Make sure you don't miss a show. That's a good one for St. David's folks. I know I said, St. David's folks, be you who you are. If you don't want to be part of St. George's, don't let anybody tell you ain't a parish. Don't let nobody do it. All right. If you want to be a parish, you're a parish. All right. No.
Yeah, normally just have to speak things into existence, and they normally just kind of fall into the pieces and become.
Exactly. If that's your fight, rock on. Suzanne Ingham says, I love St. David's, that 88 steps up the lighthouse, Clearwater, and Turtle Beaches. Yeah, St. David's has got some good stuff going on there.
Good beaches.
Yeah, I'd agree. Charles A. Shuffs II says, Paget also has Ice Queen and the stoplights. They were the only stoplights in Bermuda for most of my childhood. I mean, Ice Queen is iconic, Maya.
I mean, yeah, but like...
It's iconic. I mean, think about it.
I'm thinking.
Outside of Bermuda, when we leave a nightclub or something, we have so many choices. Ice Queen is iconic because that's one place if nothing else, think about what Bermudians complain about the most. We're like, nothing's ever open. Ice Queen shows up for you. Ice Queen shows up for you guys. Come on now. Let's give it to Ice Queen. Now, I'm not recommended Ice Queen, and I'm not saying that's my spot. All right. So we've got Ebony Souza real quickly. She says, Sands has a lot. Fort Scar railways are awesome. Woody's, the best boating views and water sports experiences. Cambridge, Cross Island, Casemate, Snorkel. Well, there you go. Ebony Souza was so kind to give Sands some love. Folks, we're going to take our final break. It's a much longer break, about 2 minutes, 27 seconds. When we come back, we're going to do the daily play, and we've got some giveaways to do. A couple of giveaways today. All right, so stick with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes, 27 seconds.
All right, here we go.
increasing challenges faced by financial institutions exacerbated by market volatility, the need for insurance protection is a critical component of the risk management framework. At Friesenbrook, our priority is to safeguard your assets with the most optimal and cost-effective risk management cover. Therefore, we deliver a full suite of competitive insurance products to protect your business. Call us on 296-3600 to learn more about our broking services.
Take a look at our workwear for construction workers and tradesmen. Durable, stretchable in all the right places and plenty of options for tools and accessories. Pair with our wide range of tough and comfortable footwear. You can't go wrong. As you can see, Medical House really is a one-stop shop for everybody. We can't wait to see you.
See it all at our new expanded location on Bakery Lane.
April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Children depend on every single caring adult in our community to make sure they are safe from sexual harm. Keeping them safe not just in April, but every day. Whether you're a parent, a guardian, a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, or a caregiver, we ask that you take just 3 hours out of your busy schedule to learn what you can do to make sure the precious children in your life are protected. They are worth it. Join the 13,000 SCARS certified adults by simply visiting our website to sign up for a free SCARS training session. Learn about online and body safety, how to protect them, and how to respond if they are harmed. This information is vital to their well-being and their future. Because they are children, it is our responsibility, Bermuda, to protect them. Visit scarsbermuda.com and learn what you can do to help the child in your life stay safe.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Big Show. Thanks again to every last one of you for hanging out with Maya and myself today. Appreciate it very much. Don't take you for granted. But if you could do us a quick favor, just make sure you give us a like, a love, a follow. Make sure you share these conversations with your friends, your family, your colleagues. My hope is that all of you will figure out, like I did this morning, that there's actually a lot to do in Bermuda. You know, there's always a reason. There's a method to the madness, right? Mm-hmm. I actually want to go in check Cooper's Island right now and just see what it's all about. I actually want to plan a day in Hamilton Parish. I would love to go out Fort Scar and just explore. You know, I want to do those things. So my hope is that we realize that we actually have an island that has a lot for us to do. We don't have to go far. We don't have to think about traveling and going to certain places. So be proud of your parish, be proud of your community, be proud of your island. All right. Thanks again to the BAC group of companies, Medical House Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we can have these conversations with you on a regular basis. It is time for the Daily Play, brought to you by Bermuda Trivia, now available at stores throughout Bermuda. Follow Bermuda Trivia on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to find out why it's Bermuda's favorite trivia game. All right. Maya, it is a, hold on, where is it?
Oh. Don't find it.
There it is. It's a things you should know, Maya.
I never get the things you should know. You're not really good at the music stuff.
Oh, here it is. Well, music's on Wednesday. Okay. Maya, this is an easy one for you.
No, I was going to say that and I'm going to look. Okay, go ahead.
All right, Maya. What kind of animals, and this is because we know you love animals, what kind of animals are Seabiscuit, Black Beauty, and Shadowfax?
Seabiscuit, Black Beauty, and Shadowfax? I don't even know how to answer that question. I have no idea. What kind of animals are Seabiscuit, Black Beauty, and Shadowfax? A horse? Oh, see?
Yeah, everyone.
Those names.
Everyone got it. Wow, you are awesome.
See, I psyched myself out. I don't know. When I heard Black Beauty, I was like horse, but like what type of question is it? Thank you, Amber, because I'm like,
what is wrong?
Are these like names?
Ooh, thank you. She got you back for what you said to me earlier. Oh my God, Maya, how young are you? Yeah, remember how you aged me earlier? Yep. See, so see
this. The way the question was phrased.
I asked it how it was asked. I actually said animal because it didn't have animal in the question. It says, what are Seabiscuit, Black Beauty, and Shadowfax. If I wouldn't have said animal, that would have been even more difficult. But
Black Beauty is the only thing that caught my attention. Are these names of horses from movies or something?
Seabiscuit, I believe, was Seabiscuit the official Triple Crown winner, folks? Seabiscuit.
Now you got me.
Yeah, Seabiscuit. There was a film about Seabiscuit as well. Seabiscuit was the Triple Crown winner, but it was a movie made of Seabiscuit, undersized and overlooked horse. Yeah, I remember Seabiscuit. Black Beauty, I feel like there was a movie about Black Beauty. But yeah, I
think it's a movie about all these horses. But if you want to put Spirit in there, I would have had it one time.
You would have had it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We got Maya, folks. We got her.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the first times we got you, huh?
Yeah, because you always get me on the need to know stuff, and like it makes me feel like, great, I'm not gonna know it because I need to know it.
On your screen, who said it first, Karen Simmons or NTS? Because I think I clicked NTS, but Karen Simmons is first on my screen.
Let me look. On my screen, I have Karen Simmons.
Karen Simmons. Okay, so you know the little red cup. My daily hour cup is over there, so I'm just going to use my little red cup for the last time. So this week it's Karen, Stacey Ann, and Cherie Dill. So those are the people in today's draw. And we have to go back to see. While we're doing that, we're just going to put it up one last time. This is your last chance, folks. Your last chance to see who's going to be today's winner of the QR code. We'll put the QR code on the screen. That's your last chance to enter for 2 tickets for this weekend. And as you know on this show, it's all about engagement and participation. We don't care if you continue to win. That's on your colleagues in the audience who don't do what they have to do to win. So let's see who's going to win this week's Daily Hour prize, which is your normal gift voucher or whatever they give you for winning. All right, let's shake it up. Don't forget QR code. Then you want to hit the drop us a line, and the name today is Janai Parent Chief. All right, Janai Parent Chief. That's how you spell his name. That's the QR code. That's for the tickets this weekend. But this is what we're doing for this weekly giveaway. Let's shake it up. Shake it up. All right, shake it up. Stacey Ann Brown, if you win, you got to tell people what you've been doing with your winnings, because you keep winning, and I just don't get people who don't want to enter and try to win. All right, let's see. Who's it going to be? Cherie Dill. Congratulations. I think Cherie is a first-time winner, so congratulations to her. And now let's go and see who the winner is for today's prize. Let's go to Daily Hour, and we have Karen Simmons. Congratulations to you, Karen Simmons. She could have won twice today. Congratulations to Cherie Dill and Karen Simmons. Audience, make sure you give them congratulations. You know we have sportsmanship in his house. All right. Congratulations to Karen Simmons. So Karen, please send us an email so that we can direct you, like we did Manuela John, to pick up your tickets for this Sunday's track and field event, courtesy of the Bermuda Tourism Authority. Thanks again to the BTA for riding with us. And thank you to Maya for a last-minute suggestion on Monday night to actually do this. And honestly, thank you to the Bermuda Tourism Authority for being so generous with this last-minute request. So hopefully you all, Manuela John and Karen, can go out there and take some photos. And if you see Maya and myself, make sure you say hello at the stadium this weekend. But congratulations to you both. Maya, real quickly, let's wrap today's conversation out. Your biggest takeaway from, Friday Fun Day. What are your final thoughts?
Oh, my biggest takeaway from Friday Fun Day. I mean, I love hearing about what's in every single parish. I feel like I'm going back in time, remembering all my days up in Smiths. Sands, you all need to stand up some more. Give yourself some credit with all the great stuff that you have done there. Hamilton Parish, I think, really stood out for me the most, I have to say, with all the things that, there is to do and things that were there in the past as well. So very fun conversation. Love it.
Yeah. What's that word? I can never pronounce. Nostalgia? Is that how
you had it. Nostalgia, yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Friday Fun Days usually are for me. And again, I really love the engagement with this audience when it comes to this kind of stuff, because it gives us a positive spin with all that's going on, not just in Bermuda, but the world. But it takes us into a space of happiness, and removes us from those negative and sad spaces. So I appreciate and I'm grateful that you all continue to engage, and just do us a favor. Just continue to share these conversations, like the conversations, follow us, subscribe. Maya shared a video yesterday on Instagram. Go like that video, watch the video, take in the video, digest the video, right? This is the kind of content that really showcases Bermuda and Bermudians in our best light. And that's what we need more of. So thank you, Maya, for Maya, by the way, usually doesn't do Fridays, and she hates when I do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Maya basically said, but I saw 20 minutes before the show, hey, you need me step in for Teo? We appreciate you, Maya. Honestly, I'm grateful for you, even though I annoy you and you folks, remember that WhatsApp status I told you about? Maya was the culprit. She didn't know I put it up on my WhatsApp status. I asked Maya, what's the weather going to be like on Saturday? And she says, I don't know, Jamal. I'm not Jesus. And I said, you could have fooled me. But yeah, that was Maya that did that, folks. So if you were asking, because all you all were writing, whoever said that, oh, tell them never change. Yeah, it was her. But anyway.
I did not know you put that up there.
Let me, I got to do a daily inspiration. Let me find a quote real quickly. Hold on. Okay. Let me go. Folks, I'm literally, bear with us. We're live. Quote of the day, brainy quote. All right. I found one.
Okay.
Here we go. Quote, nobody who ever gave his best regretted it. End quote. George Hollis. I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I can feel like I can...
I've given it my best and regretted it before.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
I'm not saying we go through stages in life. I don't know, Maya. I don't know. I've given my best and I'd be like, nah, I probably shouldn't have did that.
Yeah, that was maybe a waste of time in that situation.
Yeah. All right, we're on the same page in that. All right. Yeah. Folks, check us out. You might see us over the weekend while we're both in Bermuda, but outside of that, thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe on our website, thedailyhour.com. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Thanks again to our partners, the BAC Group of Companies, Medicals, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we're able to do this with you on a daily basis. As always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making this part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again with you on Monday. Please, on behalf of Maya and myself, make it a safe and a great weekend. We are out. Peace.